Hi, this is Sherry Bretz from Louisville, Kentucky. The month is October. I posted pictures earlier today of my land. I'm trying to explain the horrible things that are taking place here in Kentucky. And afterward, they turned on the static sound in my house, and I tried to get up from my computer, and my feet didn't want to work. They were numb, and the louder the static sound got, it's like some form of current, the more they were penetrating my lower spine. And after I noticed yesterday they were trying to paralyze me, I went to Pinterest, and there was a quote with paralyze in it. And also my eyes were blood red when I got up, and I have trouble seeing like every day since the first week in May. And they said they sent eyeglass photos. This is the most evil group, because I'm the kind of person that had never been abused my whole life. I didn't understand abuse. So when I was being abused, I was so strong-willed and in denial that I was abused that I blocked it out for several years. And I met a doctor, and I started talking to him every week. He's a psychiatrist, and he's great. He got his education in Egypt. He's awesome. He deals mostly with celebrities. He practices out of California, and he only sees people on a private basis. And I was referred to him by Park Dietz. I asked Park Dietz if he knew of a good psychiatrist, because I was feeling depressed because this group was stalking me, and he referred me to this man. And I even asked this man, I was one of the last people, I was probably the last person to talk to Paris Jackson online before she was pressured into breaking down. And I have a feeling the same group doing those things to her are doing them to me. And I drew that to her attention for almost a year, and I begged her not to talk to people online who were trying to persuade her to do terrible things to herself. This group will not let me go. So they're trying to destroy my mind gradually, but now I'm building up courage because I know the crimes have been committed against me, that I was too gullible in the beginning to understand. I was a writer who went to a conference, and I met some people who were into the dark side, and I mean the dark, dark side that sane minds don't go to. In a very evil group that does terrible experiments. I have a feeling they picked up where Hitler left off. And you know how deadly Hitler was? This group is a lot worse. They've learned new things. And so today I posted pictures of my property, because that's the place I have my foundation. They have destroyed every other part of my mind, my heart, my body, and this is one place where they know I'm safe. I mean, they attack me here, sure, but my spirit is safe, my soul is safe. And they want to get me somewhere where they think that spiritually I won't have any leverage at all. They say I have a gift, a psychic gift, and I'm also what they call telekinesis. Very few people have that, but I'm supposed to have that. And they're drawn to me. They're drawn to me for various reasons. They think I have dark and light. But see, I shouldn't listen to anything they tell me at all, because they've proven that they're my enemy time and time again. They're only into studying human beings for what they can get out of them, for research, and what they kill them just to see how they die. They are that fucking evil, I believe. I believe they're that bad. And I believe that we're all being studied and probed and pushed beyond human boundaries. But what they don't understand is the kind of forces they're working with are going to devour them, because they're humans. They're weak, pathetic, imbecilic, demented, bloodthirsty, cowardly humans. And if they had a brain cell one, they'd realize they're playing with fire that's going to devour them. But just wait until the finale. We'll see. We'll see where they go. I think God's already let me know. He's given me signs. He sent me angels too many times. I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to stand with this group. I'm going to stay away from them, because the best thing you can do when the devil comes to you, run. I used to fight the devil because I thought I was helping humanity. I thought I was saving the world because I knew this group, and I was always several steps ahead of them. But perhaps they were just telling me things to make me think that I was figuring these things out, when really they were just revealing it deliberately, this information. Some of it I think was psychic power that was letting me know things, because they would get too outraged. But they had fun testing my mind to see how far I'd go. I never agreed to have any affiliation with them. I just wanted to write, and I thought I was talking to a horror writer the whole time. And I didn't want to talk to other people. I'm one of these people who will pick one person, and that's who I'm kind of drawn to. And that's one person that I will open my heart and my mind up to. And they were always sending these people, and they were pretending to be him, but really I was just being made fun of and degraded and tortured for their own insane kicks. So now I'm a mature adult. I'm not some little child that I was when they met me. I was a late bloomer, but I was a wallflower, and I'm living from the South. I really didn't have that much worldly knowledge. So I'd say, even though I was probably 31 when I met them, 30, I was still much younger in the mind. Easily impressionable, very creative, inquisitive, very insecure. If you read my post back then, every sentence I'm saying I'm not as good as anybody else, and I'm insecure, and I'm afraid to say things, and I'm afraid people are going to judge me. You know, I've grown since then. I'm not like that anymore. I'm almost a bitch on wheels. When you deal with psychopaths and you try to please the people you speak with, thinking they're high and mighty and they're superior, and they destroy you so many times and get you to the brink of insanity and tell you to kill yourself, and then they throw all the things back in your face that you said to them confidentially through admiration and trust, just hoping to win their approval, like they're driving all these people to compete in tournaments and improve themselves. You never improve yourself, trust me. I tried. You're just making a fool of yourself, killing yourself for demons who conquer and control and take everything that your mortal being that you can muster. They steal your life force. They steal your money. Now these psychos are coming to my property and telling me they even want my house. They will take away any leverage you have to destroy you psychologically, and they will use their weapons and soldiers to destroy you physically. They will destroy you physically. I've lived this nightmare, and I know how they lie, and I know their games. I originally met John Saul, a horror writer, and his gay partner, Michael Sack, at the My Writers Conference, but I was at his Random House site on the computer before I met him face to face, and someone developed an interest in me and started sending me mysterious notes. And in one of them, they called themselves the Phantom, and they played the song, and the Secret Admirer. They played the song, Somebody's Watching You. Well, I didn't know Somebody Was Watching You is a song that's typically used by a higher branch of government. And they were wearing a trench coat. And the next book that John put out had him wearing a trench coat. And then they played a little game, and I was Christine, and they were the Phantom from Phantom of the Opera. But really, the Phantom is the devil. And I went to a conference, and then they did the musical Phantom of the Opera, and they had a dove come to my balcony the day I got to Maui, and it stayed there like a trained dove, which, you know, of course you think is very magical, because you don't know they're that bizarre. They play little tricks. So they had me watch the musical, so my head would dance in the clouds, and the horror writer came up and grabbed me a conference after that and just kind of grinded my chest next to his. And then in the book they called Manhattan Hunt Club, they put a character named Sherry, and all they do is talk about her breasts. And there was two gay guys in the story, and one of them said, well, if my partner had breasts like Sherry, then then I'd be happy. But my partner, he was afraid his partner wanted to leave him to be with Sherry. So in the book, they make the jilted lover knife Sherry in her sleep, cut her breasts off, and put them on the other guy for fun, and make out with the guy. And they made me a drug addict and a prostitute in the story. I've never did drugs, not even tried them, and I'm certainly not a prostitute. That's the way they think. It's like it's sicko. So in another book, they put me in there as Shauna Brett, and they put my creek in front of my house, Black Creek. They put my cat, Houdini. They put my dog, Angel, in the story, made her a character. They used characters, Sullivan, which was in a cloning script I had written, and took screenwriting courses at UCLA to polish, because I wanted it to be just perfect. So I went to Brian Herskowitz course, and even though I made an A the first semester for online online education. I got an A. I said, I want to repeat the course. And Brian Herskowitz said, but Sherry, you've already got an A. You know, you don't have to. I said, but I'm that serious. I'm that serious, Mr. Herskowitz. I want my work perfect. I'm a perfectionist. And when I do something, it's always original. It's never been done. And I never copy anybody else's work. Never. I never would. And I've had people offer to pay me things and offer to give me a lucky break in life, and I won't do it. I want to do it on my own. I really think my work has substance. I think it comes from a higher power, and I do everything myself. Even if people try to help me, I'm like, no, 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 no. I want to do it myself. Well, these people are the opposite. They take your work, these people that are stalking me, and they act like they're giants. And things that I've said in the past, they claim is them. Like my fear of why I'm a good horror writer was going to the Baptist church at a young age, and the preacher putting the fear in me through talking about hell and brimstone and everything. Oh my God. They stole my stories. And they actually had the writer and director say that was him, his past. And then they started creating websites and putting my name on them, and they weren't me. And creating characters with somebody else's face with my name and giving them my personality and actually saying things I had said online. That's how they play with your mind. They will stretch your brain as far as it'll go and really baffle you. I'm getting off the topic. So what I'm saying is they're paralyzing me. And this time I went and got a new phone day before yesterday, because they, like in the movie Untraceable, I met him. He was the first person I pitched my work to, Andy Cohen. In the movie, they like for people to pay to watch people die while they kill them. And they told me, we're going to kill you, so we want you to be our Anne Frank. You know, keep a diary. Well, I keep a diary, but not so they can make money off of it, which they hope. It's so that other people know what the hell's going on so they can protect themselves or try to find some outlet or pray to God for their, because these people might be coming to get them. They're destroying the world, not just America, they're destroying the whole world. So now I'm trying to stay on my property because they have shattered my brain. What they do is try to break you, and then they wiped out my memories. And after they insult you so bad and break you, then they think they can mold you into a human doll. And they're putting Metropolis things everywhere. And they think, they've even told me they're trying to make me into like that robot from Metropolis. And I think there's a lot of research being done in my town that's being kept hidden. Probably a lot of it's being done through Humana. I know they're experimenting in nano things, but they're wanting people to go to sleep. I went to the emergency room here for low potassium, you know, fast heart rate. Something was making my potassium low. They said, you have to go to sleep. You can't leave unless you go to sleep. And I ran into a guy the other day, and he said he had a car accident. He said, don't take me to Humana. They took him to Humana. He said they forced him to go to sleep. They said they would not let him leave unless he went to sleep. And when I was at the hospital, the lady said, you know, you're the fourth person today that they've done this to. And she said, this is very bizarre. I've been a nurse for so many years, and 4 people in one day is really strange, but there are a lot of horrible things happening. And now that I'm putting my story out, now that I'm putting my story out, they're threatening to paralyze me, make me go blind, and everything else. Good luck. Pray. Try to build a future, because I think these people are after everyone, and you're living on borrowed time.